Breaking news out of Cowboys Training Camp. Two stars want record-breaking deals. The decision that could make or break America's team. CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott are seeking new contracts that could shatter NFL records. But here's the kicker: Dallas might have to choose between them. Stick around, because we're diving deep into the drama that's rocking Cowboys Training Camp. Hey there, Cowboys Nation! Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. All right, folks, hold on to your hats because we've got some major developments coming out of Cowboys Training Camp. Two of the team's biggest stars, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb and quarterback Dak Prescott, are both seeking new deals with America's team. This news has sent shockwaves through the organization and could have massive implications for the Cowboys' future. Let's break this down, starting with CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, the dynamic young receiver entering his fourth year with the Cowboys, has quickly become one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. Last season, Lamb put up monster numbers, hauling in 107 receptions for 1,359 yards and 9 touchdowns. He earned his second Pro Bowl nod and established himself as one of the league's premier wide receivers. Now, with Lamb entering the final year of his rookie contract, it's no surprise that he's looking to cash in on his success. Sources close to the team have revealed that Lamb and his representatives have approached the Cowboys front office about a potential contract extension. But here's where things get interesting, Cowboys fans. Our inside sources tell us that Lamb isn't just looking for a big payday, he wants to reset the wide receiver market. We're hearing numbers in the ballpark of $30 million per year, which would make Lamb the highest paid receiver in NFL history. Now, I know what you're thinking, that's a whole lot of cheddar for CeeDee. But let's put this in perspective. Tyreek Hill currently leads all NFL receivers with an average annual salary of $30 million, followed closely by Davante Adams at $28 million. Lamb's camp believes he's in that elite tier of receivers and deserves to be paid accordingly. But here's the kicker. The Cowboys are in a bit of a salary cap crunch. They've got some big contracts on the books already, including Dak Prescott's massive deal. Speaking of which, let's talk about the quarterback situation. Dak Prescott, the Cowboys franchise quarterback, is also reportedly seeking a new deal. Now, I know what you're thinking. Didn't Dak just sign a huge contract extension in 2021? You're right, he did. But in the ever-evolving landscape of NFL contracts, particularly for quarterbacks, Prescott's deal is starting to look a bit outdated. When Dak signed his 4-year, $160 million contract, it made him one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the league. But since then, we've seen guys like Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, and most recently, Lamar Jackson, sign even bigger deals. Our sources tell us that Prescott and his team are looking to renegotiate his contract to bring it more in line with the current quarterback market. They're reportedly seeking a deal that would put Dak in the $50 million per year range, which would vault him near the top of the quarterback salary list. Now, I can already hear some of you yelling at your screens. But Jack, you're saying, Dak hasn't even won a Super Bowl yet. How can he ask for that kind of money? And trust me, I hear you. But in today's NFL, it's not just about championships, it's about market value. And like it or not, top-tier quarterbacks command top-tier salaries. So, Cowboys Nation, we've got a situation brewing here. Two of the team's biggest stars are looking for new deals that would make them among the highest-paid players at their respective positions. But can the Cowboys afford to pay both of them? Let's break down the salary cap implications. The Cowboys are currently projected to have about $14 million in cap space for the 2024 season, That's not a lot of wiggle room when you're talking about potentially adding if 50-60 million in new annual salaries between Lamb and Prescott. Now Jerry Jones and the Cowboys front office are known for their creativity when it comes to managing the salary cap. They could potentially restructure other contracts or make some tough cuts to free up space. But make no mistake, fitting both of these potential deals under the cap would be a major challenge. So, what does this mean for the Cowboys moving forward? Well, it could lead to some tough decisions. The team might have to choose between locking up their star receiver, long-term, or giving their quarterback another big payday. It's a classic case of an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. But before we get too doom and gloom, let's look at the potential upsides of these contract situations. First, for CeeDee Lamb, if the Cowboys can lock him up long-term, they'll be securing one of the most talented young receivers in the game for the prime of his career. Lamb has shown incredible chemistry with Dak Prescott, and keeping that connection intact could be crucial for the Cowboys' offensive success in the coming years. Plus, with the salary cap expected to rise significantly in the coming years due to new TV deals and gambling revenue, a contract that looks massive now could end up being a bargain in a few years. As for Dak Prescott, restructuring his deal could actually help the Cowboys in the short term. By converting some of his salary to a signing bonus, they could spread the cap hit over multiple years, potentially freeing up space to sign other key players or make a splash in free agency. Now, let's talk about how these contract negotiations are affecting the mood at training camp. Our sources on the ground in Oxnard tell us that, despite the contract drama, both Lamb and Prescott have been fully engaged in camp activities. They're both practicing hard, showing leadership, and by all accounts, seem focused on the upcoming season rather than their contract situations. That's great news for Cowboys fans. The last thing you want is for contract negotiations to become a distraction or create tension in the locker room. So far, it seems like both players are handling the situation professionally. In fact, reports from camp suggest that Lamb and Prescott's on-field connection is stronger than ever. They've been putting on a show in 7-on-7 drills, with Lamb making acrobatic catches and Prescott threading needles with pinpoint accuracy. One play in particular has been making the rounds on social media. Prescott dropped back, faced pressure, and launched a deep ball down the sideline. Lamb, covered tightly by cornerback Trayvon Diggs, leaped high in the air, snagged the ball with one hand, and somehow managed to get both feet in bounds. The play drew cheers from teammates and coaches alike, and it's exactly the kind of chemistry that has the Cowboys front office considering these big paydays. Now, let's hear from the men themselves. While neither Lamb nor Prescott have directly addressed their contract situations, they've both made some interesting comments in recent press conferences. All right, Cowboys Nation, that's all we've got for you today. What do you think about these contract situations? Should the Cowboys pay up for both Lamb and Prescott? Or should they prioritize one over the other? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss any breaking Cowboys news. This is Jack Star, signing off from America's Team Central. Until next time, go Cowboys!